So warm welcome to Scarlino in Tuscany. It's the third day of racing here at the Royal Cup. We're passing the midpoint of the regatta. Incredibly tight at top of the table for the regatta, but also for the season. And one team, which would normally be contenders at this stage in the season, have been underperforming. And so Platoon have made changes, bringing in 3 times title-winning tactician Pasco Vascotto.
It's like in soccer, sometimes you need to change a coach or maybe the striker, whatever you do. He is definitely one of the most experienced in the class. And I never expected to sail with him in one boat because we had so many shit fights in the past on the water against each other. But after we have been a few days in the boat together, it's working fine.
What we suppose we fight a lot in the past, the reality is that we have a good relationship. If he tried to sail with the devil, that is me, and let's prove that we are tough enough in the water to deserve some good result.
He wants to win, and we have to prove that he is a winner as well in our team.
Real slow here, up to speed.
Woo! Let's take this thing higher, higher than you ever been. Stand tall like Everest. I mean higher. You ain't gotta settle in. Go places they never been. We go higher, non-stop. Take it to the top, even when the ball drops. My man, we go higher. Woo! Let's take this thing non-stop. It's time to go higher.
Walk it, Lord boat.
Race 5, over 20 knots on the start line, gusting up to 27 at times. Good even start, but it's really the top third of the beat that decides the order at the top mark. Quantum Racing get themselves a nice right-hand shift, extra pressure, and they lead comfortably round the top mark with Sled in second, Platoon up in third. Quantum Racing lead all the way round the course. At one point they're over 100 metres clear of second place Sled, but it's down the final part of the run. Sled and Platoon both stay to the right, get more pressure than Quantum. Sled take the win, Platoon gets second, and Quantum Racing end up in third. Well, race 6, the breeze boat end of the line, just trying to find a position at the boat or inside the boat. Interlodge, Ed Baird and Austin Fragaman just protecting, to little hitch up to windward by Interlodge. Not sure, there's only 15 seconds left, appear to have been closed out, or Sled bringing the bow down. Takashi Okura, the owner-driver, doing the final speed build in the last 2 or 3 seconds. Allegri starting towards the pin end of the line. The best start seems to be Quantum. So Quantum get away, their bows in front, straight off the line. Doug DeVos, then the owner-driver of Quantum, has never won here. In fact, it's his first time here in Scarlino. The boat won here on the first occasion we raced here in 2016, but that was with Ed Baird steering and Terry Hutchison doing tactics. So Allegri get off the line nicely this time. Andy Soriano's team, not so great yesterday, but have had some good races and certainly very much in the hunt. Nick Asher and Will Ryan now the partnership at the back of the boat with Italian navigator Francesco Mongelli. Vayu get off the line nicely as well. So boats bailing out to the right early are Sled and Phoenix. Interlodge starting a little bit late at the committee boat end of the line and peeling off to the right. Sled not so good then. The regatta leaders, as I say, come onto the water with a 4-point lead. Already about 100 metres behind Allegri. As I say, yesterday the big news was of the reversal of the fortunes of Platoon, of Harmuller Spreer's team. And we saw Vascotto and Jordi Calafat taking Platoon off the left end of the line yesterday, off the pin end. working the early left, and that was the passport to their race win in the second race yesterday. Allegra doing much the same just now. Platoon just squeezing up to Quantum and forcing Quantum off their hip. So it's a key moment for Platoon. Quantum forced back to the right. Meantime, Platoon really have quite a reasonable lane, I think. A little bit of a gap to leeward, to Vayu, and our bow forward on Vayu. And also just about able to hold Allegra, I think. Andy Soriano today telling us how much he's enjoying racing here again. He likes tough open courses where there's always something going on. So Platoon tack off. Leave Vayu and Allegra to the left in the meantime. Not very much between Vayu and Allegra now. You'd imagine that Vayu will be very much in their comfort zone in this slightly lighter breeze. So by the looks of things, Quantum finding a nice lane in the middle of the course. Perhaps a little bit more wind pressure, but certainly rising on a higher angle than Platoon to weather. Platoon dropping into them very, very slightly. Again, that's likely to be wind pressure rather than the wind angle. Or Quantum sailing a higher mode. So Quantum with the lead just now in the middle of the course. So then in this lighter breeze, and the breeze slightly more to the left than we have seen. This left side not looking quite as strong. Indeed, let's watch Phoenix and Sled in particular on that right side. They look to be quite low on their port tack angle. Maybe that's going to work out for them as they tack. Anyway, Tom Slingsby, Cameron Dunn chosen this right side along with the regatta leaders sled. So yeah, Quantum into a left-hand shift in the middle. Our intel from the water saying it's quite isolated. And it's really working for them and them alone at the moment. So that early left is the geographical shift, but we're hearing very much that the trend will be to the right over the course of the day. That's why we're seeing Preveza and Phoenix on that right side just now. Platoon and Quantum converging in the middle of the course. Platoon just ducking behind Quantum. You kind of think that Platoon will continue to push out to the right. Certainly we're not seeing that continued left-hand gain that we have previously. So Quantum attacking in the face of Allegri pretty much. Pretty tricky conditions. We've got this leftover swell from the strong breezes yesterday. Now I'm quite liking the position of Sled in particular now. And to greater or lesser degree Platoon coming across. I think a lot more to do with wind velocity today. Finding the best lanes of breeze. So Quantum then with a clear lead for the moment. The balance much finer between Allegri and Platoon behind. Platoon will have the advantage of starboard tack, although going back out, take a little hitch back out to weather. interesting to reflect for a moment the amount of talent coming out or having come out of the 470 class in the top 3, top 4 boats.